Morning. Well, it's Sunday and it's kind of like a last minute going out with my camera kind of jobby today. I did actually go over my local river again first thing this morning, but there's not a lot there to take photos of unless you're taking photos of birds really. So I've decided to come back over to Kozel, where I come quite a few times and took photos of a tree. And I've come over with my brother today and he's not long had his camera, so I've come over and kind of give him a few tips because he's kind of struggling a little bit. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm actually taking a photo of that tree and the path behind me. And what I'm just running through with him is just kind of the basics on composing the shot, and I'm going to also teach him how to bracket and focus stack because he's also new to Lightroom and Photoshop. Now I'll just run through some of the settings that I'm going to kind of show him, and like I've said before many a times, I'm no expert, but this is kind of what I do and I think it's kind of right. It kind of works for me anyway, so I'm just going to run you through what I'm kind of showing him. It might be help to someone, and if it's wrong then someone could drop a comment below and give me some tips. I'm open to suggestions. To start with, this is the kind of shot that I want to take. I just want to take the path, using the path as leading lines up to the big twisty tree, and there's a little house in the background. Now the sky's showing a little bit of blue and the clouds are looking a bit moody, so it might work, it might not. It's not the best place to take photos, but it's somewhere I can kind of give my brother a few tips. Okay, as I said, I've kind of put my shot together how I want it, and I'm also going to bracket this, and I'm also going to do some focus stacking. So I've got my ISO at 100. I'm shooting at f11, which gives me a shutter speed of 1/30th of a second. Shooting in RAW and I'm shooting in manual focus, and I'm going to first focus on the tree for my first shot to kind of get that in focus, and I'm going to take that shot. So what I've done is I've took the first shot of the tree, I focused that manually on the focus on the tree, and then what I've done then is I've just gone onto the sky and I've lowered the aperture just to bring out a bit more colour on the sky, and I've took that shot as well. So I took a photo of the sky, and what I've done now is I've moved down and I'm focusing kind of mid-centre on the path, and then I'm going to take one more closer to me right at the start of the path. Right, so I've took 4 images. I've took the sky, the tree, one in the path and one both sides of the path. And I've also took, well, I've actually took more than 4, haven't I? I've took about 6, and then I've took one of the house in the distance. But as you can see, the light's constantly changing colour. So I'm going to take a few more shots of back where I've took the photos of where the light is, back on the tree, to probably bring out a few more details on the tree. So I'm going to probably end up with about 7 images. And the reason I'm going to use these 7 images, I'm going to take the best bits where the light's the best on each image. So I've took about 6 images now, maybe more than that, different points of, focus where I want to focus on, and I've took a few more because the light's been changing. There's probably going to be about 9 layers in Photoshop that I'm going to kind of drag the best bits of light and the best bits of focus off each one. And for the last thing, all I've done then is I've just done a bracket, 3 brackets of the same shot, as I've kind of, sorry about that, as I've kind of set the camera up, and obviously bracketing higher lights and the low lights. So I'm going to probably end up with about 9 layers in Photoshop. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the best bits from each one of them layers and kind of merge it into one. Now I know it's kind of cheating, but it's just like to show you how I do focus stacking. and image blending. If the photo's any good, here it is now. So I've took those shots. Like I said, the photo's not going to be a brilliant photo. It's not really a good subject, but it's just, I just wanted to kind of show my brother about stacking and about focus points and things like that. Like I said, it's going to be a boring photo. But the other reason I wanted to come out today is, like I said last week, is I want to have a go at flying my drone. Flying my drone. I've had loads of updates which I haven't done, and I've just done them, and I haven't flown my drone for about 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm going to give my drone a little bit of a fly, just to make sure everything's okay, just for when I do want to use it and I don't want to be caught out. So yeah, a few minutes of drone footage, I think. Yeah, well, that works okay. Bit sketchy when I haven't been using it for a while, but I've had a little fly around just to make sure the update worked, and yeah, seems to work okay. The only problem is I found the sticks are a little bit more responsive, so I've just got to alter those a bit and dial that down a bit. So yeah, we've took photos of that tree, which I've probably already showed you if it's any good. Now we'll walk up there. There's not much further to walk up, about another 10 minutes, and see if there's anything up there. Then we'll probably head back, because we've probably been out a while now and haven't took many photos at all. So I might overdo it and just take random photos of random anything, just so I've got a bit more to fill the video with. But if I don't do any more talking, as I always say, which I always end up doing, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, which I just want to touch on that actually. Big thank you to all you that have liked and subscribed. My channel is really growing. As I've said before, I had 50 subscribers for about 3 years, so well, about 2 years, and it just wasn't growing at all. I was getting one person subscribed 1 month and then 2 dropping off. But over the last, what I'd say, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, I've probably gone up to 180, which yeah, I'm really pleased with. I try and keep my videos, I wouldn't say interesting, but a little bit different every week. I try and show you something a little bit different. And I've had some people ask me what the settings I use for my bird photography on the last video, which I will go over on my next video, that I do shoot some bird photos, and I'll just kind of run you through how I do that. Not that I'm, again, no expert, just show you what I do. So yeah, thanks for watching, and yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It'd be great if I could reach at least 200. So until next time, catch you soon.